Okay. This is the Winix C545, and I've got it next to the Titronics TT-AP002, which I just got also, and I got both of these today. I got this one probably an hour or so ago, delivered from Costco and through UPS, and then the Titronics I got about half an hour or so ago through the Zon. And I've already done a separate video on the Titronics. I'll do a quick one on the Winix. I've already got it running, set up and running, but I'll just show a couple things. So, actually, let me go ahead and shut it off. And one thing I don't like about this, the handle. So you can feel here, it's not heavy, but there's no undercut. So there's no way to hook my fingers like this if they're flat like this. So it makes it a little awkward to pick up. I'm gonna have to balance with my thumb. And I'm gonna set it up here to show you. So, cover comes off quite easily. Even with one hand. Pre-filter on the other hand is another matter. Actually, that one came out easy. I'm wondering if maybe I didn't have it clipped in fully. And then has a separate charcoal filter. And then the HEPA filter. It came with 2 HEPA filters. And then 4 of the charcoal filters. And I believe the idea is that you change out the charcoal filters every 3 months. You change out the HEPA filters every 6 months or so. It has a little tab, so it has a little marking to show you which way to install. Airflow, this is the intake, so the arrow points to the back from the front of the unit. It's kind of a flimsy. It looks like the kind that you put in your car, like and the air intake in your car. I look at this. Insert with arrow pointing towards the back of the unit. Yep. And I'm looking to see if there's anything that tells me whether it's washable or not. And I don't see anything. You want to make sure not to do what I'm doing and try to don't handle it like this. So you look around, make sure I get it in the right way. And one way you also know is that the little yellow tab should be pointing out towards you. So I put that in. There's the fan, by the way. Not sure what that is. Then we put in the charcoal filter. Charcoal filter doesn't really have a direction. Well, it seems to want to set it this way. Doesn't matter. And then the pre-filter has these 2 tabs that go into these 2 slots. And then push in. It's a little harder, I think, with one hand. Push in on the lock. And there you go. Then the grill, the cover. So the grill has these 2 little hooks here. Those go into these 2 little triangular holes right there. Like so. Swing it back. And then these little clips go into those little clips right there. Quite easily. And then you're ready. I'm going to try to get this down again without dropping it. So this is, so you'll see right now it's off. The little white light that you see there is actually the Wi-Fi indicator. I've already set this up on my Wi-Fi. It wasn't terribly hard. About like any other smart device, I did have to do it twice, but basically it works where you press and hold, and then it generates its own Wi-Fi signal. You connect after you download the app and register. Then you press and hold that. It will generate its own Wi-Fi signal. You connect your phone to its Wi-Fi signal, and then it takes you through. And then it asks you to tell it which network Wi-Fi you want it to connect to, and it does it that way. A lot of other smart devices like my Rubber Rock vacuum work the same way. There's a couple others. I think some, some lights and switches work the same way too that I have in my house. So if I turn it on, I believe this is supposed to be the sensor right here because I don't see another sensor. And it goes through some weird. So one thing you'll notice, you'll see that little P, that little lighted P. Okay. So this one right here, that tells you plasma wave is on, the ionizer, the built-in ionizer. And what you should know is that it has it turned on by default when you turn it on. You can turn it off, and you do that by pressing and holding these two buttons, and that turns it off. And if you want to turn it back on, and you can also control that through the app once you get it connected. Looks like it started out in auto mode. I had it on auto mode originally, so I'm not sure. Actually, I'm going to do this. So then you can control the fan speed this way. So this is low, medium, high, and it takes a second to go to each one. And turbo. Balloon is telling you that there's good air quality in here, which I have a hard time believing because I have two cat litter boxes in my laundry room. I also did vacuuming here a little while ago, and I'm not sure, but I think one of my cats actually peed in here overnight. So I can smell it all day. And so I'm glad these came in. I figured I would try these out. But I think these are really more for particles than for odors, I think. I'll be curious to see because this has a separate charcoal filter. So I have it on the high and then put it back on. So you can cycle backwards or forwards through the fan speeds. So if I do this, it'll take me to sleep mode actually, which turns off all the indicators so that you can sleep at night. And puts it in low mode. But you can also take it out of sleep mode by pressing that. No, that's something else. Oh, that's the Wi-Fi button, I'm sorry. That turns the Wi-Fi on and off. So you can press this and be in auto, low, medium, high, medium, low, auto. So you can control it like that either way. So you notice I accidentally pressed the Wi-Fi button. That turned off the Wi-Fi. So I turned it back on, and I don't know if you caught the white light here blinking, and it reconnected to my home Wi-Fi. And I can't really show you the app, I don't think, but I can go in there later, and it'll probably tell me that it's connected. And actually, the app itself is pretty nice, but I could not. I tried 2 or 3 times. I installed the Alexa skill for Winix Smart Custom something or other, and did try to search for devices, and it could not find it. So I guess no Alexa for me. That is, so I got this on Costco, ordered it online, delivered for $100. I actually tried to go to my local Costco on Good Friday, trying to find it, didn't find it there. And instead of walking out like I should have, I decided to try to look for other stuff, and it was so crowded I about had a nervous breakdown. So I went home and just ordered it on, it was either the 4th or 5th, and today's on the 1st or 2nd. Today's the 6th, and it came in today, as promised. So the Tautronics I ordered that, I think a day later, a day or two later, on Saturday or Sunday. Today's Tuesday, and it was supposed to come tomorrow, but it came a day early. Whoopee. So, read into that what you will. So, I've got them side by side. I've got them both in auto mode, and they're both showing good air quality. So I don't know which one to believe. So we'll see. I'll be more curious if maybe one shows one and the other shows the other. That's that.